preventing and treating wrinkles. This is a story of why I stopped doing microtox, what you should do, what you can do to save money and get glowing, vibrant skin. Let's dive right in. So baby Botox is not microtox. I want to make a quick video today so you understand the differences. So when you go in to get your treatment, you get the best value and bang for your dollar. Baby Botox and microtox. So Botox, it accounts for things like Dysport, Jeuveau, Xeomin. There's over 200 types of quote-unquote Botox around the world. This applies to all the botulinums that are used in aesthetics in this way. And what Botox does, it slows down muscle movement. But many people also don't realize it helps with fine lines. It helps with reducing pore size. It decreases oil production and can even out skin tone. So it has all those other factors to it. So when we talk about baby Botox, that refers to getting Botox in the similar areas that you're already getting it, the frown, the forehead, around the eyes, around the lips, the downturn of the mouth, the chin. But instead of getting the regular doses, you get a reduced dose. Let's go through them real quick. The forehead, the average most clinics use would be about 15. A baby Botox treatment would be about 7. And that will give you a less risk of drooping. You won't have a full frozen movement with baby Botox because they're reduced doses, but that's the goal. One is to save money and then use skincare to get you where you need to be. And the other reason is you don't have that fake look. There's a big move away from that. In the frown, the average dose would be 20 units, and people might use about 12 there for baby Botox. Around the crow's feet, the average would be 26 units. That would include a brow lift. And you would use with baby Botox about 12 to 15 units to give you an idea. So think about it, probably a 40% reduction in dose. That's baby Botox. Now microtox, very different. Microtox is harnessing the other powers of Botox, such as the pore reduction, just the fine line reduction, not the big lines, but the fine lines, getting some skin glow and reducing acne and improving texture. And it's using small, tiny amounts. Now this can be done in a couple ways, but it's all over the face. So you would use maybe a stamping mechanism. Have you ever seen those stamps? They're a little kind of tube like that. You can fill it with mesotherapy type of products, some vitamins and minerals. You can put in maybe 20 to 50 units of Botox in that little stamper, like microneedling, and you can microneedle that or stamp it into the whole face and neck. In that way, you're getting 20 to 50 units spread everywhere for texture, tone, glow, decrease in pore size. It's not going to stop a specific muscle movement group, of a group of muscles like the frown, like the forehead, around the eyes. It's more for overall look. And it could also be injected with a very fine mesotherapy type of needle, like a 32, 33, even a 34 gauge needle. Now, how can you get away with such a tiny needle? Well, you shorten it. You see, you're not going deep. So because it's short, it will push through a 34 gauge needle because there's less distance. Physics, I won't go there, but it's a mesotherapy style. Boom, 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 boom. You put it in all over. So there's that baby Botox, and then there's microtox used for very different reasons. I'm a fan of the baby Botox because I think most people don't need the doses. Especially if you're coming in regularly, if you're on great skincare, if you're on retinols, if you're on glycolics, if you're on great vitamin C like THT ascorbate, you're taking care of your skin, you don't need those big doses of Botox like products. However, for microtox, those 20 to 50 units, if you have the money to spare, it's a nice treatment for yourself. But are you going to wow yourself? Are you going to see an amazing result? I'd say 50 to 70% of people are happy with it if they have the money for it. But there's probably better ways to spend your money than microtox. Now, there's a lot around Botox and fillers. You're going to want to watch this video up here, all about Botox and Botox injections, and one down here, all about skincare tips and tricks that you can do at home. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.